Welcome back to Houston Life. Did you set New Year's resolutions this year, or are you completely over it? Did you know there's statistics out there that say that by the end of the year, only 8% of us will have stuck to our New Year's resolutions, and 91% of New Year's resolutions fail by the second week of February. But we are not going there in 2025. This is the year to rise and thrive, and to share more about how you can make a big difference in your life with just some small changes is nutrition coach Karla Rojas. Carla, thank you so much for joining us on Houston Live. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, yeah.
You know, there's a lot of pressure, I think, that comes with a new year and trying to get it right as we head into, 2025. You know firsthand that pressure can be really detrimental, and it's a big reason why you do what you do.
Yeah. I think that it's really difficult to start with that pressure, to be skinny, to fit into the diet culture.
Yeah. And that was a huge thing for you, getting into the nutrition space.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very personal and something that was very close to your heart.
Yeah. So I want to tell you that I studied nutrition. I studied nutrition in Mexico, and I study and the normal nutrition, to prescribe diets. And then when I was in the master degree, I started feeling not very well with myself, so I was diagnosed with an eating disorder.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then that changed the whole way that you approach nutrition moving forward. You said something that you would prescribe diets to people.
Yeah.
That's one of your tips for 2025 is don't diet.
Don't diet.
Right.
Don't
Tell
diet.
us about that.
Please don't diet this 2025. Prefer to make balanced plates. To have protein, carbohydrates, fats, vegetables in your plate.
Okay, so a balanced plate. When you say that, is there proportions? Should you have more protein or more veggies, or just keep it balanced?
I think that you can use, if you see a plate, you can use 1/3 of vegetables, 1/3 of protein, 1/3 of carbohydrates. Yeah. And you always use a fat, like olive oil or coconut oil or something. So
the healthy fats, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're saying carbohydrates. You're saying that you're giving us permission to eat bread in 2025?
For sure.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't eat it, your body will feel it, So this 2025, also you have to feel your body.
Okay. Is this intuitive eating? I hear a lot of people talking about intuitive eating.
Yes.
So when you say feel your body, how does that work?
So intuitive eating is a non-diet approach in which you start to listen your necessities. And it's without judging and not listening to the diet culture.
Okay, so you just listen to what your body needs.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling hungry, you eat.
You have to eat. Yeah.
If you're thirsty,
you have to drink water.
Feel like fruit, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, what if you feel like candy or cake? Because
eat it.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes.
Or is it really? But what if you want to feel like it all the time? No.
No. When you are into intuitive eating, it's not like that.
No.
No, because you give your body what it wants. So it's not going to be always cake.
That's true. I suppose the times that I eat cake, I'm feeling like I kind of get
and next day you are like, oh, I don't want the cake.
Yeah. Okay.
So sometimes when you are craving, you need to be nourished.
Right. So a craving is a sign that you maybe need to have more food.
Yeah.
So maybe instead of eating cake, you could eat something else first, or to an extent?
Yeah, for sure. Like I say always, you have to eat a complete meal, and then if you have some crave, you can eat it, but you have to be conscious with your 5 senses, with the food, living the experience.
So you say bring the 5 senses to your food.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I suppose that's it. How many of us we just sort of sit around and we eat something without really thinking that we're eating? You can be watching TV and you're just eating. Yeah.
Oh, the popcorns,
Yeah. Just putting it down. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's a really good one. Intuitive eating. That's interesting. I've always wondered what that was. So that's awesome. Okay, so I want to say, I think a lot of us, we've got the best intentions of starting good habits for 2025.
Yes.
It's not always an easy thing to do. We're into the month. What if we kind of have messed up? The first is gone. We've missed the date of the first. Like, how do we set these good habits? Can we? Do we give up? Like,
I will say, okay, start with small changes. You know, like if you want to exercise, start with 10 minutes. 10 minutes will be more. If you do 10 minutes all the days of the year, would be much more than doing nothing.
I see. So go really easy on yourself and just start with baby steps.
Yeah.
I did hear that there's a statistic that says that a lot of people fail at their New Year's resolutions because they set far too ambitious goals for the year.
Yeah, so they quit because it was too big. You can start like a new habit, like, okay, I'm going to exercise 1 hour. You have to start with small steps.
Right, so like start with 10 minutes. Don't go straight into an hour.
Yeah, also like if you want to eat more vegetables, start with one meal. And even when you feel like it's part of your routine, add it to another meal like breakfast or dinner or something.
Oh, wow. I love it. So really, it's just be kind to yourself in 2025.
Yeah, to practice the self-compassion, you know? Like to treat yourself as you can treat others.
I love that so much. Remember.
Practice the self-compassion.
That's so good because we don't treat ourselves how we treat others, I think, a lot of the time, you know. So that's a good one. Be your best friend for 2025. Carla, thank you so much for joining us today on Houston Life. Those are some really good tips. If you want to follow Carla on Instagram, you can. We are going to post a link for you on the Seen On section at houstonlife.tv.